This video will take a look at the world building tools available to GMs in Lugdunon. We are now looking at a somewhat complete area containing different terrain layers and elevations, as well as some placeable objects. We'll explore how each is done in turn, but first a quick tour of the UI. At the bottom center is the action bar. In editing mode, each of these actions signifies a tool used to modify the game world in some way. The action button on the far right pulls up a list of available actions to choose from. This can also be opened using the I hotkey. Simply drag an item to the action bar to make it available for use. At the bottom left are two buttons. The bottommost one shows you your current ping and can be expanded by clicking on it to show more detail. The other button opens the chat command line. You can also activate the command line at any time by typing the /. Now let's use the warp command to head to a predefined waypoint and get started building. There's a large variety of chat commands available to players and GMs alike. There is a complete listing on the Lugdunon website. The terrain in Lugdunon is comprised of up to 16 layers. The basic ones are laid out now in the action bar in order from left to right. They are bedrock, granite, sandstone, sand, dirt, grass, tilled earth, water, and lava. Each layer covers the successive one. Thus, sand is covered by dirt, which is in turn covered by grass. To edit a terrain layer, first click on the action button assigned to it. Straight away you will see two new interface elements in the top right corner. The first is the brush size selector, and the second is the paint mode button. To paint, first select the size brush you wish to use, then simply click and drag. Notice how the tiles join up nicely with a clean border. To erase a particular layer, click the paint mode button once to change to erase mode. One special case is tilled earth. Tilled earth is only allowed in grassy areas, so when painting tilled earth, a layer of grass is laid down automatically for you. Pretty cool, huh? The final mode is called excavation mode. This will erase all layers above the one you are currently editing to reveal that layer. That's about all there is to terrain layer painting. Let's clean up and move on to elevations. Terrain elevation provides a way to restrict player movement while also adding some nice visuals. To start, we'll need to add the terrain elevation editor to our action bar. The elevation editor works by raising or lowering a block of terrain. At the start, every tile is at sea level and will be noted by a 0 overlaying each tile. When a tile is raised, its value will increment, and when a tile is lowered, its value will decrement. Let's take a moment here to create some different elevations. Terrain elevations also take on their visual style based on the underlying terrain layer. So by painting different terrain layers, we can begin to make the scene much more dynamic. The final touch is to add some placeable objects. And that's about it currently for the GM editing tools in Lugdunon. Thanks for watching.